Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be a short, gentle practice to move the spine in all directions, bring some lubrication into the spine and some mobility. So we'll start in a seated position today. I'm sitting up on a blanket. You can feel free to sit on a blanket or a towel or bolster or a block. Just finding a nice upright alignment of your spine as we begin our practice today. So just notice what's happening in your pelvis. If you feel like the pelvis is pitching forward or rolling back, and it may help to elevate yourself, lift up the sitting bones, lift up the hips so that you can find that neutral pelvis. You imagine the pelvis as a bowl, the pelvic bowl. Imagine it filled with water, and as you tip the pelvis forward, water spills out the front of the pelvis, or if you tip the pelvis back, water can spill out the back of the pelvis. So you want to find this neutral pelvis that can hold the water without spilling it. So allow yourself to get comfortable here. Sitting up nice and tall. You can close your eyes and allow yourself to begin to relax. Put down any burdens or baggage you might be carrying. Put down your to-do list. Let go of all of it. Just allow yourself to be present right here, right now with yourself, taking this time for you, for your yoga practice. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself as you move through your practice today. And if you like to carry this intention off of the mat and out into the world with you. Allowing the body to soften, to relax. The eyes are closed. Relaxing through the feet, the legs, the hips and pelvis. Relaxing through the torso, the back body, the front body, shoulders and arms, hands and fingers. Relaxing through your neck and your throat and your jaw. Relaxing the face, the forehead, the scalp, the crown of your head. Take a few nice, deep, smooth, and steady breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, down into the belly, filling, expanding the belly all the way around. As you exhale, feeling that drawing back in towards center of the belly, the low back, the side waist. As you release the breath up and out through the nose. And take a few more deep breaths here. In through the nose, down into the belly, filling the belly. The exhalation, that gentle drawing back in towards center. You release the breath up and out through the nose. Few more breaths, just like this. We'll begin to slowly start to move the body. So you can keep the eyes closed or softly flutter the eyes open here. And we'll begin to move into some seated cat-cow. So you can take the hands to knees or thighs. As you inhale, begin to lift the heart up. Maybe shift the gaze up. And as you exhale, curl the chin down towards the chest. Begin to round through your back. You'll feel the shoulder blades spread across the back as you curl yourself in. As you inhale again, heart begins to lift, the gaze begins to lift. You feel the shoulder blades drawing towards each other on the back. And then again, with the exhalation, you curl yourself back in, chin towards the chest, shoulders spreading across the back. So you round yourself in. A few more times, just like this, nice and easy, lifting on inhalation, and then curling yourself in on the exhalation. We find this extension through the spine with our inhalation, flexion of the spine with the exhalation. A couple more times. And then bring yourself back to your starting point. Now we'll take the right fingers underneath the right shoulder, reach the left arm up along the ear, root down through the sitting bones, the pubic bone, wiggle the sides of the body long, sit up nice and tall, reach the crown of the head up. Finding some space through the spine, space for those vertebral discs, some axial extension here. And then we'll gently begin to fold over to the right, rib cage, folding up and over the pelvis. Reach out through the left fingertips as you reach down through that left sitting bone. And then bring yourself up to center. We'll switch it over to the other side. Drop the left fingers down, reach that right arm up. And then gently you fold yourself over to the left. And then begin to take this side to side. Few more times. And we'll take it over to the left one last time. And then bring yourself back up to center. And now we'll roll the torso around. So over to one side, forward, over to the other side. Roll yourself back and then continue to circle the torso around. And then bring yourself to center. As you are ready, we'll switch it over to the other side. Begin to circle yourself around in the other direction. Just noticing any sensations as you go. You are welcome to slow down, to stop, to breathe anywhere that you find anything interesting happening, anything that you feel needs a little further investigation. And then bring yourself back up to center. Root down through the sitting bones again, pubic bones, sit up nice and tall. And then we'll begin to fold it forward. Hinging from the hips, reaching the fingers forward to your degree. And you can allow the forehead to drop down towards the floor if that's accessible to you. And then we'll walk the hands over to the right, bring the torso over that right knee, right thigh. And then walk your hands back through center and over to the other side, walking hands over towards the left, bringing the torso over that left knee, thigh. And then hands come back to center. Walk yourself back in. Now take your hands around to the low back. Fingers can point up or down or in or out. Hug the elbows in towards each other so that you begin to lift up through the heart. And then release that. Now let's take the finger pads together up overhead, palms wide. So we're bringing hands into Hakini Mudra or Sphere Mudra. Again, rooting down through the foundation, side body long, spine nice and tall. Reach up through the crown of the head, up through the fingers. And we'll bring palms together, bend the elbows and drop the hands back behind the head. Then begin to lift the heart up as you lay the head back into the hands. And then hands come back up overhead and you bring hands down to your heart. And we'll spin the heart, the sternum, over towards the right. Keep your chin in line with your sternum. Bring yourself back to center. We'll take it to the other side. Heart, sternum, twists over towards the left. Little baby twist here, chin in line with the sternum. And then back to center. And a couple times, little baby twist side to side. Now, as you continue to twist this from side to side, you can also begin to get the neck involved. Allow the neck to rotate a little bit further. And then back to center you come. Release the hands. If you're sitting on anything, you can remove it. Let's find our way into a table position. From our table, shoulders lined up over the wrists, hips lined up over the knees. Begin to peek over towards that right hip. So you find some opening through the left side, little crunch to that right side, and some lateral flexion through the spine, and then back through center. Little peek over towards that left hip now, and then gently begin to take this from side to side. And then we'll take it back to center, keeping the hips where they are lined up over the knees. Begin to walk your hands forward. And allow the heart to melt down towards the mat, Anahatasana or puppy pose. If it's available, you could rest your forehead down to the mat, maybe your chin, or you could stack the forearms on top of each other and rest the forehead on the arms. And then walk your hands back in. And then slowly lower yourself down onto your belly. And take the forearms down to the mat. Shoulders lined up over the elbows. Spread the fingers wide. Moving into Sphinx pose. Claw the mat with the hands. Magnetize the hands and the arms back towards the body or towards the back of the mat. Root down into the pubic bone, down through the tops of the feet. Begin to pull the heart forward through the arms. So a little isometric contraction here, not really moving the arms. And then release. Release your forehead down to the mat, arms out in front of you. And now we'll lift the legs up behind you. Coming into a half locust or half shalabhasana. And then release the feet down to the mat. Now we'll lift up the arms, the heart, keeping the feet planted. And then release yourself down. Let's put it all together. Coming into locust pose. Take a deep breath in and lift up the arms, lift up the legs. And release it down, hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back into child's pose. Let's keep the knees together for this child's pose if that is available to you. If not, then please, by all means, take the knees wide. Send your bum back to your heels. Release the forehead down to the mat. Or stack your arms on top of each other. And then bring yourself back up to sit on your heels. Drop over to one hip. Bring yourself back into a comfortable seat. Thank you for joining me for this short, gentle practice. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May your heart be open to love, compassion, and may you know joy. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.